Hello folks, this is Zeta and we're doing the every other Sunday survival stream. So as promised, today the stream was a bit delayed due to me having a nice fishing trip. But yeah, welcome, and we'll try to do survival run today. Maybe with somebody, from the chat, maybe not, we'll see if there's any activity. But other than that, let me go through what I usually do when I do survival run. Just a quick one, I need to double check that the chat is working. Sundays. And it seems like it's working. Yeah, that's great. So in that case, let me walk through what I usually do when I do survival runs. So in the beginning, I don't just jump in into a random server. I just try to look up for a place where I can warm up. So for warming up, I have to usually look for FA servers. That's usually a preferred way, but not always you can find it because it's not scarcely populated. So even, you can see, even though it says FA, it's usually dual yard. That means it's not really FA, but rather a dual server. So yeah, here to dual, free for all, warning late. Okay, now I found a pretty good server. So let's hope we can be put there. Also, what I do usually, I try to find, practice my drags and accelerations, because this is the most important thing, and I usually do it with my most preferred weapon, the greatsword. So yeah, it's quite a sweaty server. I can see quite a lot of high level folks. So yeah, pretty good. Was able to deliver 2 hits with my drags. It was good. Well, I'll wait for another map to load and then we'll continue again to do the same. So I usually want to get at least 5 to 6 kills, at least. So if I can get 10, that's even better. Because everything, I remember here, it will be easier for me to do during normal survival runs. So again, what I'm looking for is fights one against many. Also, ability to drag and move your weapon behind the enemy block. So just to familiarize myself, because I haven't played this game for at least 3 days now. So yeah, it helps to do a warm-up. So this is Tournament Grounds. It's not the easiest map to survive, but not the hardest either. So there are, I think, 2 ammo crates where you can get the bandages, but also there are plenty of food lying around in the balcony and just opposite the king, and also next to the king, the throne. So yeah, that's what it is. So if you want to do survival runs with me, there is a social code in the description of this video. So if you want, just fire up your Chivalry and then tell me that you want to join, and then I'll add you into my social list. See that? That was pretty good. Even though I thought that, my jab did not land, but it did land. So yeah, very nice engagement. Now this is how I usually kill people. This too. Oh. Okay, nice. So yeah, 3 kills. So also 1 kill from the last stage. So you see, pretty quickly I get a hang of it. So additionally, I need a few more kills and then I'll go for full survival runs. Okay, now this is duel. Okay, they could not land my hit on the second enemy, but that was still good engagement. So I had to sort of practice how to prioritize hits and also blocks against 2 enemies. So it's actually preferable to fight like that, because hitting from behind, anybody can do it. Okay, it's the same night, seems like. Okay, it's not bad. You just ran out of stamina, you see? This is very important, stamina. Ability to manage stamina. So yeah, see that? pretty good. Pretty good engagement. Pretty good enemy. Also, he was able to react to all the drags. That's PvT part, so probably pretty experienced player. Not like an experienced player, just level what 160. Oh yeah. Oh well, but still give me some trouble, so I can just kill him quickly. Yeah, so it's okay. So last kill, and I'll go for survival run. Yeah, but pretty good enemies here, but I can tell it from the fact that there's like, what, 6 or 7 1000 level players, and quite many not far from it. So pretty good lobby. See, my acceleration landed really well. One man's not hot. Yeah, he's level 900, you see? He didn't flinch. It's a good play, I can see it. So let's see, that's, yeah, one more kill. Up against, you see that? That's a cheater. Black Mamba. You see that? Fucking cheaters. Oh my god. Why retreat? Nice. Nice, okay, so I did score my last kill here. So what I'll do now is I go for a normal survival run. So if you want to join this, do survival runs with me, just put me into shame that you can survive better than me. So you can always, put your social code inside the chat of this stream, and then I'll pick it up, and then we can do it together. Yeah, the flying thing is cheaters, cheaters, hackers or whatever. So we basically just report them and we try to find another server. That's what we usually do. Alright, also, additionally, if you want to do some weapon to be showcased, also, receive some commentaries from me, also see a run with it, then, yeah, put it in the chat, and then I'll try to do a survival run with it. I'm not proficient with all weapons, but hopefully I'll be able to do it. So, hello, Wonderman. Yeah, that flying is annoying. So just to start on the map, I usually play like this. I don't do server surfing if I'm put only attackers on this map, and it's just the first stage. So I continue on with this. So we go here. It seems like demon offense has some advantage in numbers, sort of in levels. So hopefully that's helpful for us to do survival runs. See, yeah, easy. Quick attack with charging. Oh yeah, so that did not work. So that's okay. So what, again, I'll show you mechanics. So yeah, it didn't work. So what we do server surfing. So it seems like I'm not yet fully warmed up. So we go to another server, that's fine. So if you want to do like a flawless survival run, you don't have time to waste. But if you have, somebody who talks back at you in the chat and you want to prove them wrong, I usually play it. But not now, I just want to showcase some survival run. So this is Montcrook, so probably one of the hardest maps to do survival run on. I'm still putting the attacker, so that's additionally hard. And dying from ballista shots here is not fun, but that's fine, we can try it. Although I usually just, no, actually let's skip it. It's very high, high chance of me dying there from stray ballista. And there's nothing I can do except equip shield and pray that my shield is facing the ballista. So this is the only way to dodge the ballista shots. Hey, Wonderman. So So this is Dark Forest. It's the last stage. So I would usually think whether or not to play it. So it doesn't matter which side you're on. There will be some random where you put in on the next run. But next map is Train Citadel. So it's not a bad map. Yeah, probably we'll play this. So we just have to wait for 1 minute and 20 seconds until the map ends. Of course, you know, not doing so run per se at the moment because it would be inconsequential if I do like 3 kills and survive. So, but we're waiting for map to end so we can do a full run on Train Citadel. But also practice some kills. There you go, 1 kill, Michael Warden. 2 kills. 3 kills. Enemy ran out of stamina, 4 kills. Also disassemble, remove the hands of the enemy. Disemboweled the enemy. See, he thought he's better. He could do some jabs, you know, I'm not denying it. Alright, so 9 seconds left, you see. Let's see survival round with 5 kills, but it doesn't matter. I'm not counting it. I'm not there yet. I'm not out of the woods. That's okay, it doesn't matter. I didn't count it anyway. So yeah, if you want some specific weapon to be showcased, or you want to do a survival run together with me, and just put me into shame that you can do it better than me, be my guest and just put your social code here. Or alternatively, if you want to be just some weapon to be showcased, just you can put the name of the weapon here too in the chat. So yeah, the map has ended, so I managed to die at the very last second, but it doesn't matter because I was just waiting for next map to start. The joy. Oh, what? Did I mix up the order? I need to double check. I need to double check because I thought. Let me check the order of the map because I thought that would be train. It's actually better to have this one anyway. Double check why. I thought it would be really Train Citadel, but it's okay. I mean, it's even better this map. Maybe I'm putting on different server. So we're attackers, so that's beneficial. A bit, not by much, by a bit. But that's okay.
Masons, keep the enemy away from the walls.
Okay, so very nice cutscene. And we're back to business. So yeah, in the beginning there's a melee, like you see guys just going there because they're not yet next to the computer, they haven't pressed any buttons, so we can easily dispatch of some. Well, AFK. You see that? I lost some HP, that's because Friendly decided to throw stuff at me. So yeah, Friendly has died. You see he was greedy, although I did hit the enemy with my first mallet. I could not hit him, you know, it was good defense, but again, enemy received active parry for free from the Friendlies. So yeah, it's pretty not cool when you try to hit the enemy and you land your hits. This archer is in doo-doo. Yeah, okay, I stole the kill, but you know, he was free for the taking. There were like 3 vanguards there, each waiting for their turns to score a kill. Yeah, this is a bit tricky, you saw that? There was enemy with ballista here. So there are some chances of dying. So you would actually, it's better to just wait and until more of your teammates join in. Here also you see that there's quite a few enemies engaging, like 2 friendlies and 1 enemy. Oh, actually no, just 1 friendly. So which is bad. But calculating the odds, I could have taken maybe 2. But why risk? See that? One hit. You just need to do a perfect timing. Okay, good fight, good player. So we prevailed, you know, took away a bit of stamina from him. We were quite healthy on stamina because I was defending and always countering. And once you counter and land your hit, then your stamina is being replenished. Oh, the guy died. Okay, this is very bad. And because, you know, my view is a bit obscure, you know, it's hard to see through all that, those fires raging. You do not really know who's friendly, who's not. So you just try to do it by instinct alone. So now there's plenty of enemies here. And I don't want to risk it. Just way too many enemies on this side. Like maybe 6 to 1. Let me see if enemies proceeding. Yeah, you see that? Plenty of enemies. Just not many friendlies. Just one friendly. And plenty of enemies. So again, there's no point of risking it here. Oh, okay. Now he's low on HP, so I can do it. See that? Easy kill. Effortlessly, I would say. Could not land my hit on the archer, unfortunately. Oh my god, there's ballista watching here. So it's not good. Have to retreat a bit. It's always about finding the right spot and not just engaging, you know, headless into the battle. It's not how you survive. See, enemy did not see that I was coming. Okay, so I thought there were 2 enemies here, but it was only 1. Doesn't matter, I delivered a lot of hits on the first enemy and also exposed the second one for javelin. Okay. Yeah, pretty action nimble enemy, but he's using a lot of stamina, even though he has a shield. So blocking does not cost him stamina, but instead of shield HP. But yeah, pretty nimble enemy. I would have thrown something into him. I saw enemy just standing still. I saw that ballista was not watching, or at least was reloading. So yeah, again, free kill. You know, it's all about collecting free kills in this game. Okay, there's enemy here with a shield, and we know that guy is quite good. So we remember the guys who are not bad and just try to avoid them. It's actually helpful when doing survival runs. Of course, it did not help. I tried to kill a guy with who was on ballista. Unfortunately, there was enemy coming, and I could not land my first hit. And that didn't work either. So, by the way, if you did not know, all those cards, the ammo cards, not in this map, they only give you one of any weapon, well, one of everything. So if you, for example, I had no mallets left, so, and when I used it, I received only 1 mallet. So if you're an archer, if you use that, you'd get only 1 arrow, or 1 javelin or whatever. So just one thing is being given to you of each of your items. So if you need bandage, you get a bandage, but also if you lack arrows, you get only 1 arrow. But that was only without crates. The ammo carts only, not the crates, ammo carts only. So interesting mechanic. So now you saw an example of a very nice drag. That happens when you try to move your mouse to the opposite side of the weapon swinging, and that way delay the time when the hit lands. Could not land this one. It's possible to go here by the stairs, but more often than not you'll find there in a losing battle against the enemies. But this oblivious enemy, who also blocks whenever he is being hit, unfortunately could not land my overhead, which I... Okay, it's a bard, doesn't matter, I won't touch him. So yeah, sometimes when you accelerate overheads, your hit lands way too quickly, and you're not aiming correctly. So yeah, things happen. Enemy's low. Enemy's dead. And there's more enemies here. So we just retreat. So quickly score the kill. There's an enemy here. He wants to dance. Okay, I'll dance with you. I'll dance with you. Like that. Okay, I lost half of my stamina there. Enemy also lost as well. But there's, you know, interesting maybe duo. Not sure. There's, of course, a friendly catapult is bombarding this area, which is also not great. So you have to keep in mind. Also, enemy spawning from that direction. So you need to be aware that I'll be hit in the back. And also there's also a catapult landing here too, which also does not help. You need to double check my friendly catapult. And whenever it starts to use the boulders, I need to retreat. Okay, again, my hit did not land. Okay, you see that? By skin on my teeth, I was able to survive. Catapult hit, everyone around me just died there. Okay, so good kill. That was so funny. Yo-yo flips. I'm playing in Europe, so you see it's EU West on the left side of the scoreboard. You can see the name of the server, so EU West, Shoulder to Live, whatever, and then just instance code or something. Okay, not very nice when, you know, you can die as much from friendlies as from the enemies. Those two catapults are, you know, not very user friendly when it comes to team damage. So yeah, I can insta-kill both friend and foe. Okay, so now the archer has spotted me. It's not an archer, it's just a crossbowman. It's not a big threat. You see that? If I go there on the objective, I die from catapult fire. That's what usually happens, and I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, so we probably went through the hardest part of this map as both attackers and defenders. When you just die from sorry, apologies, there's a fight here. When you just die from catapults and ballistas. Yeah, you see the guy complaining? 3 deaths by ballistas and 2 by our catapults. So this is what I'm talking about. It's pretty tough to survive here, and that's probably the hardest part of the map. To be fair, I did not go there in gun-ho into, you know, objective for the sole reason of not being killed by friendly catapult. Yeah, so, but now it's all fine. I was able to survive, that's good. So yeah, Yo-Yo, if you want to come and join me, by the way, you play in the same region, so yeah, so you can, if you want, you can come and join me on my next survival run. So yeah, this was by far the hardest part of the map to survive when scaling those walls. So enemy hid well behind the obstacles. Oh yeah, you see that? I saw that there's something like 5 enemies here and none of the friendlies. So you have to change my location then. Because dying again 1 against 5, you might have a nice time. You might, you know, even deliver some damage. But at the end of the day, you would still be dead. Because there's no amount of stamina you can get. I mean, blocking is fine, but sometimes, you know, you run out of stamina, lose the weapon, and that's it. So we just quickly kill, and you see that how I'm moving? I'm still full speed, and I'm able to go back. So enemy cannot chase me that way. Which is important, so that I deliver damage and retreat back. So this is how Vanguard usually plays. I mean, it's best to play it this way. So once the, you know, situation gets a bit hairy, you just get out of there. It's not hairy enough here. But still, a kill is taken. For some reason, an archer decided to poke me with a ballista bolt. Does not matter. We still do situation, we're controlling the area. So there's a Vanguard came in, but his speed was very low, so he just was stuck there and had to fight. So this is a bad way to engage with a Vanguard. You should aim rather to come in, deliver damage, and get out. Oh yeah, cool. Yo-yo flips, I'll wait for a code. and then input it. So if you're quick enough, we can do it on the next map, because this map usually, I think, ends in around 10 minutes. Yeah, so again, what I'm doing here is trying to survive, but also deliver some sort of kills. Usually the most fun thing about it is that I can hear enemy. You see, enemy footsteps are different than friendlies. You can hear them like a mile away, and I immediately thought that this was enemy who's behind me, and turned around. So this is how I know when enemy is closing in for a backstab. Some of the classes can insta-kill you with backstab. I mean, Vanguard can be insta-killed if he, you know, by the ambusher. So yeah, with a ambusher with a dagger can insta-kill a Vanguard. So Vanguard has 125 HP, I think. Let me double check. 130 HP, yeah. And the dagger delivers, backstab from standing position delivers, I think, 150, something like that. So insta-kill. So we are fine here. Now also having a fire pot is beneficial if you want to hold the choke points. So this is what we're gonna do, except it's on fire now, so we don't need to do that. But we can help to lower the population of the enemies here. Okay, so this is not cool. And I'm not sure if I'm being on fire by friendly enemies. There's an archer. Okay, we can again deny enemy spawn from coming too easily for us. So that's good enough. Already a kill. Of course, also probably burn some friendlies as well. That usually happens like that. Friendly fire is usually very not friendly. And now in the midst of friendlies, if there's too many of them, you won't be able to swing your sword. Yeah, nice drag by me. Not so nice drag by the enemy. So in the midst of friendlies, your swings will be stuck into friendlies. So you won't be able to deliver a hit to the enemy, but instead receive one from them. So yeah, you have to be very careful when to engage when friendlies or foes are surrounding you. So yeah, you saw that with sheer numbers we were able to overpower this particular objective. Now I'm missing the bandage, but I don't want to go there into the previous objective and collect it, because there might be still some stragglers there. So instead I just go here into an alternative place to find my bandage. So yeah, it's actually beneficial to know where the bandages are. So you have to memorize that on each of the map for easier playthrough when you're playing for survival. So again, I saw there was enemy behind me that has a javelin. Now a headshot from the javelin, well, insta knocks a Vanguard, so it does not kill but insta knocks. This additional threat you have to always look for. So you saw that the enemy was not able to land his side swing on me, even though he feinted and moved my way, because I knew that and I created a distance between us. Again, you see that this melee sort of, it's a bit chaotic. Some people don't like it, but if you can find like the niche to put your weapon in, especially with overheads and stabs, you can score a lot of kills like that. That's how I do it. So even though the fight is going well, you know, friend team just needs a bit of that small push to overpower the enemy, and I'm that little small push that can decide the battle. So yeah, so far 27 kills. Everything is going swimmingly. Alright, so your flips will wait in the menu. That's great. So after this map, so it's around 6 minutes left if we lose. Okay, sorry about that. There's enemy here for some reason. Also, by the way, mind you, I have to also read the chat at the same time when I'm playing. So that's why I'm not like fully engaged into fights. Also, a trick for surviving this stage is that catapults usually land exactly on the cannons. So you have to stay away from the cannons as much as you can, and that way you will sort of increase the chances of you surviving. So there was a guy here with like 30 HP for some reason. He just stood there showing me his back. So we quickly claim his kill. Okay, there were more people like that. So this one did take what? He has javelin on this back and also throwing knives. Interesting. Yeah. That's okay. He ran out of stamina. He was blocking when I delivered a charging attack, so he started rolling on the ground. It's okay. I see like 7 people coming from enemy team to this side. So what we do, we wait for our spawn wave to come, and then we decide whether or not to engage. Again, the catapult is specifically targeting the cannon, which is very... I can hear enemy behind us. And that's why I don't engage, only because of this. I might have taken some people down, but I decided to go back because we were getting too close to the enemy cannon. So I also need to heal back, although friendly is having some trouble. No worries, I'll help him. Okay, I cannot help because friendlies are blocking me in. But they're doing a fine job anyway, so good job, Kaiser, Suz. Alright, so I have the code for yo-yo flips, that's good. Okay, he's having something in his offhand. Okay, there were more people who might be coming this way from enemy team, and they are. So if we overstood our welcome here, you see that? If you overstay here, then there are team like 10 people will come. So you have to always rotate and just whenever there's new development. In this case, enemy team was coming, but they didn't specifically choose the spot. Let me not kill this. You see, the problem with javelins is that it takes time for a guy to sort of take out the second javelin, and he's completely vulnerable then. He can't block anything, he can't block incoming damage and so on. So just completely free damage. So don't do that. If you throw javelins, just ensure that you're not at the front. So there you go, we win. Pretty easy, let's say, no frills. 31 kills. Of course I could have been more active, but again, I'm doing other things too, like reading the chat and stuff. Okay, I'll go to now to main menu and add yo-yo flips, so we can do a survival run together. By the way, I never met yo-yo flips, or his in-game naughty cattle. Okay, okay, some corny name, but that's fine. You're welcome. Then let's do the run together. So I put my social code already inside this description of this survival stream, and add his social code now. 28 Charlie. Okay. So I sent the request. Hopefully you can also see mine and enter. Again, it's also in the description of this live stream. So let me see if I can see you. Yeah, I can see you. It's great. And I invited Naughty Kettle, and hopefully we can play the game once he gets back from a water break. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay, hello Naughty Kettle. So let's continue. Again, sorry, I won't be using inside in-game voice. So just do the run as much as you can, and then, you know, just play like that. I'll also choose another weapon, because this is just too easy with the greatsword. So I'll choose something more axey, for example, yeah, some sort of axe, probably a war axe. So yeah, let's do the survival run together. Choose weapon you like. There are no requirements of you. Yeah, just have a good time. Okay, so this is almost the end of the map, and the next map is, again, if my memory serves correctly, it will be the Thay Castle. Yes, it will be Thay Castle. So yeah, let me switch up to the war axe. Again, we'll try to do it as quickly as we can on this map, because again, our idea is to go to Thay. So alternatively, we can, you know, try to find another server, but 3 minutes plus the last objective, something like 4 minutes, so it's 9 minutes. But if we can do it quickly and ransack the whole place, you know, why not? Like this guy, see that? Yeah, went from behind, delivered a lot of damage on the 2 enemies. Okay, so this is... Again, I intentionally jumped there. Okay, this is not cool. You see, I just blocked and hoped for the best. I lost almost all stamina. But it doesn't matter. So, by the way, next time I'll play with Warx. Just I'm not gonna respond now with it. So again, we're trying to push through it so we can start enjoying sort of in the next map a full survival run. But this time we have to just push and ensure that the map ends quickly. This is part of server surfing when you think whether or not you want to go to another server or this is good enough and you can wait for a bit to get into a really nice map. So, you see that? Easy kill. So don't underestimate your mallets. I mean, they do so much damage if you aim them correctly. Okay, friendly has blocked me in. It's pretty hard to escape like that. Okay, so we thrashed the whole of Bridgetown. Just now need to, you know, remove the monument. So we can do it in 2 minutes. We'll see. So it helps when vanguards put up the fire, so the enemy cannot come and ruin the fun of the guys who actually are trying to work for objective. So I'm burning out the second part. Now a nice, nice move by the enemy. Yeah, there is as well. Yeah, I can heal here, which is good. But just for the sake of security, I have to get another bandage. So there's what, 5 minutes left for this map to end. Also, Thay Castle is quite cool. Even as defending, you know, it's pretty cool to defend too. Because of all those ballista and Turkish shoot you can do with it. So not all maps are bad for defenders. Especially not Thay, not Monkrux. No, it was miraculously I did not hit my friendly guy who was over there, just kneeling down. So yeah, already 9 kills, substantial. And my 10th kill. That's pretty easy again. See, it's quite easy. Again, it's flow of the battle. You just have to sort of work out the priorities, which one enemy you have to hit and which hit you have to defend from. So yeah, 12 kills, quite easy. But again, I'm not doing a survival here. I'm just trying to finish the objective quickly. So I would even go as far and get into objective. Yeah, I was pushed back, you know, my back. There's sort of... sorry about that. Friendlies has pushed me towards the gate. So I was not sure what to do there. So yeah, a bit panicking moment, but that's fine. We persevered anyway. So yeah, but again, close to the objective, not just hacking away somewhere and reducing the count of enemies. It's objective. Right, let's see. So again, it's pretty hard to defend this stage. It's possible, but it's hard, very hard. Even though that folks you see put up the boards and there are like maybe several peasants, you can go through the side. And active parry, you see that? With active parry I delivered the damage and received no damage in return. So yeah, because I was just defending the first strike. If I correctly guess the first strike, the one who's coming for me, then I'm getting almost 360 immunity. And can you know, deliver pain to the enemy. That's how active parry works. Oh, you had missed your hit, sir. See that? Don't do like this guy. If you come close and personal to the enemy, be sure to land your hit. See that? I might even score higher than the last full map. Yeah, ridiculous. But because there's good and beneficial fight, you know, happening. Come on, friendly just went there. Let me do some. Yes, here you go. That's for you. You see, sometimes if the sword is not landing, you have to use alternative tools. In this case, the chair. So yeah, chair kill. There you go. Unfortunately, there aren't that many chairs in the whole Bridgetown to do a survival round with it. They're just FYI. So how to do this particular last objective? Where's last noble? Was the last noble? I'm not sure. Where is he? Okay, there you go. He's dead. So yeah, although I did not want to and didn't try, so 18 kills with my tally. Naughty Cattle received, you know, scored 7 kills and 1 death, unfortunately. But anyway, pretty easy one, to be frank. Yeah, well done. So yeah, the next map should be Thek unless they change the order of the maps. I'm not sure. They shouldn't have, but you never know. Yeah, it's Thek. You see, I was not wrong. Not completely wrong. So this map is actually pretty good, even if you do defensive survival runs, especially on the first and second stage. Also, the last stage is quite cool if you are able to climb on the top of the scoreboard. So that would basically put you into Argon's position, and then you can swat the enemies like flies. Yeah, 18 is good, especially considering we just went there for almost the middle of the last objective, and then just middle of the penultimate objective, and then just also including last objective. So pretty quick one, actually. So we are defending, so which is good. I mean, it's not bad. So we can play with Ballista a bit.
And so the coward Malric
Might be rushed with Ballista in the beginning, but let's see what we can do. So you already spawn next to Ballista, just have to mount it faster than your friendlies.
They have not cornered a cub. They have stumbled right into the lion's den. Lions of Agatha, bare your teeth and
So some ventriloquism by Argon. But his sword is spectacular, really. It has like plus 100% damage to any... What? Oh, we're attacking. Sorry. I thought we were defending. That's fine. So no Ballista play here. But it's okay. So in the beginning you have to dodge all the ballistas. There are like 6 ballistas on this map, at least in the beginning. Once you remove all those 3 islands when you blow up the watchtowers, then you would lose access to 2 ballistas. Now you see that? It's almost no contest in the beginning. Oh, I see some Messer lover. Okay, you like Messer yo-yo, right? That's good. It's a good weapon. See that? I saw the enemy low on HP. And I just went in there. And there's another one. Okay, there's enemy here who's... you know, hit me in the back with the... substantially. So yeah, you see that? I was against 2 enemies with no HP or stamina. I was able to defend anyway. So it's not as hard as you think. Also, I tried to save Nautica a little bit. So you hear that it's blowing up. By the way, if you do get blown up, that's objective kill. So in sense you won't receive sort of additional death because you die on the objective. Let's help this guy. We helped him. Now we have to return back, otherwise we'll be a deserter and we'll die there. Which is not what I want to do. So 2 out of 3 of the objectives are done in this stage. There's also a ballista watching this way. So I need to, you know, be extra careful when I'm picking up or not my bandage. I saw a ballista there and I thought it's mounted. Again, I might be wrong. Yeah, it's mounted. You see that? There's a guy there on the closest ballista. Although he's not shooting. Yeah, ballista is moving, you see that? So deliver damage to enemy just to demoralize him, because I know there were more enemies coming. Like this guy. A man has died. So yeah. Maybe he's a man, but he's not very good in Chivalry 2 yet. Maybe he'll get better. So I delivered damage, but also went out because I knew there was quite a few enemies. So there's no need for risk. But enemy just stood there, obliviously. That's alright for me. I just delivered damage and scored a kill. And went back. Now while I'm doing this job, sometimes you're being pushed against those and you insta-die. So I don't like additional challenge in survival run when I have to fight also against the map or environment. So that's why I removed that. I see that there were like 15 enemies spawning and just coming this way. And I know that at least half of them went on the left side. So we're still here in disadvantage. So yeah, finally got rid of them. Although I did think that my initial hit would land, but it didn't. Oh, that's good. So this objective is going down as well. You can hear that, you know, from a hissing sound that it's going down. Just need to score skills.
The shoreline defenses have been destroyed.
Enemy is defending well.
Commandeer those
Not that easy.
bring down the watchtower.
Of course, I did not hit my one of hits I wanted to make. Things happen again. You see that? It's pretty hard to, you know, find a space to land your hit, especially with short range weapons. It's best to use with longer range weapons like halberds, for example. That's alright, or even a greatsword. But axe is not a long range weapon. It's this axe. It's a medium range weapon, which is good enough again for fights. Also, you see that the catapult is mounted. So a good guy with a catapult, he just waits until people go up this ramp and just delivers a fatal blow and getting like 10 kills. So this is what I used to do. Okay, I was not able to land a hit on this guy, unfortunately, but I did deliver some distraction, which was enough at this stage. Okay, enemy died. Kettle is... I saw that he is low on HP. So scored a kill and went down. So an escape route is quite important to maintain and find that in any position you have to know when to escape. So really passive enemy. Just waited for something and then just was whiffed his block completely. It's okay, I use this time to get my bandage. I know I'm missing one. The way you can check if you have bandage or not, if you just switch your weapons. And then you'll see that interface appeared that shows the number of bandages you have. Okay, no worries. I don't want to engage here actually. I could have taken this, but I don't want to engage. Because it's a bit risky. See, dashes do not actually help. If you try to dash against overheads, it helps if he against let's say unskilled opponent, if he cannot control his mouse. But against like normal opponent who can you know, use his mouse sensitivity and just put the mouse to the side, it doesn't work. Wow, that's a nice thing. Enemy has instead has not friendly, zone friendly, instead of actually delivering damage. Okay, now I'm in trouble. Okay, and this guy too. So I'm using it as distraction. And that's fine. I go back. So again, there's no point here to fight. I was low on stamina, could have lost my axe and received a hit. So why risk? Instead, we go in the middle of a battle, wait for stamina to replenish, and then just engage it again. Okay, this is not good. I'm a bit caught off guard. Again, tried to dash, but since I had no stamina, I couldn't do it. Now that's why stamina is important, so you can actually go back and do a proper dash. And if you don't, then you don't dash and you die. And you also, after some loss of stamina, you can't even block as well. So yeah, those things. And also you can't throw things. Stamina is important, more important than health actually. So, and the reason you usually use stamina or lose your life is because you're out of position. So you have to stay close to your formation and just try to get rid of the enemies that are also out of position. Okay, there's friendly here who's completely blocking my movement. That's alright. Find another enemy. Nice kill. Okay, there's enemy here. Pretty good enemy. I know he blocked before pretty well. See, I intentionally missed the... Okay, good fight. It was good effort from him. Not a bad dueler. Not the worst dueler I've seen. So yeah, we have to commend guys who actually put a lot of effort. You know, he was actually on point in blocking all the drags I did. The only thing he was not very good is with when I intentionally missed my overhead on the ground, and then I proceeded to, you know, the combo the second hit, and also the overhead into alt overhead feint. So yeah, he was not very good in that, but otherwise his defense was on point. Come on, guy, I'm gonna stand there. Okay, you see, it's risky. You see, we can wait, and now Kettle goes there, and then finally I can come here. So yeah, you shouldn't risk and go there. I knew why the enemy was standing there, and that's exactly the reason why. So he can push off friendlies off the cliff. So there's, you saw that, there's a ballista bolt landing here. So we deliver a hit and then go back because there's ballista bolt will land here eventually. Did he survive? Did he survive? No, 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 no. I want to escape. You see that it was pretty tough. We could have had mid-air collision and I would have died. Just, you know, fall down that chasm, but I didn't. So it was lucky, actually. That friendly did not decide to head bump me mid-air. So, yeah, but for some reason I didn't expect the enemy with that War Axe to survive. I thought he was dead. He was a goner because there was like 4 friendlies on him. So he must be not that bad. Let's help him. Oh no, he does not need help, but maybe some healing. Not even that. So I have to escape. Again, I saw that the numbers are not in our... Okay, that did not help. Oh well, we died. Happens. Again, I'm not very proficient with War Axe, but yeah, things happen. I was way out of the stamina. Also retreated a bit, but there was enemy there. That's okay. So I still good effort, 16 kills. Also, if you don't mind, Kettle, what I'll do now is I'll do server surfing, because again, I want to do survival runs of full map, not just half of it. So we'll join another server, okay? Just, you don't need to do anything. Just, you will be put on the server once I'm also put there, okay? Let's do that then. But first off, kill this annoying enemy who's always blocking. Yeah, we're gonna kill them first and then just go. Okay, there you go. Alright, that's right. So it doesn't matter. We're gonna join. That was the original plan. And also change the weapon. Because again, you saw that? I'm a bit stuck there in duel. It's pretty hard to react to folks using special attack when you have no stamina. It's pretty hard. So you can best hope not for that specific hit not to land, but it doesn't always happen. When I'm trying to land such hits from a standing position, I usually whiff, but enemy did it pretty well. As I said, there was a reason why I commended him. So this is the same map which we have just played, and it's probably a second stage, so we'll just skip and go to another one. Oh, you left the party? Let me just invite you again. Are you done? Or okay, just a second. No, the map is underway and it's like towards the end of it, so no worries. I'll just invite again. That's fine, no worries. I just invited you again. Don't worry about this. So you do pretty well, your flips, except I saw quite a few times that you are out of position. You don't know when to quit, you see, in the fight. If you see you're losing battle, you just, you know, if you want to survive, you can go back. But if you do want to continue on, well, again, that's a different game style, but, you know, it's pretty valid. If you want to do that, you can do that. It's not required of you. I would prefer survival, but, you know, it's all up to you. If you like the countdown towards spawn, that's your thing. Okay, at beginning, retry number 2. So yeah, let's do that. So now we are on defending side. So again, it's just as fun. You say that defensive rounds are not fun. Well, in this map it is. But the thing you have to have is a ballista. If you have access to ballista, then it's really fun for you, and not fun for the guys who are accepting ballista bolts in their face. See, there's a problem. If you think that you are immediately able to defend after blocking the special attack, you're mistaken. You actually are a bit staggered, and you are unable to do that. Just overheads for those. Just overheads. Sorry, Lennox. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. You see, defensive runs pretty nice when enemies coming to you and you don't need to run away. Except also you can use your long range weapons just to hit from somewhere enemy cannot reach you. Like from here, except all enemy just vanished. Yeah, I saw that enemy is charging towards me. Okay. There you go, young sir. Okay, that's friendly. That's friendly. You see that? It took a while to get rid of his stamina. Okay. Sorry about the stealing the kill. Okay. So really carefully with that one. The sword has incredible drag. So yeah, I'm pretty low on HP. But finally somebody used the healing horn. A spinner, fidget spinner. Okay, see, I scored a kill and then just went back. Quite important. Why you hit me? Okay, wow, it's an enemy here. Alright, not a biggie. See, if you're a healthy class, that's not a problem. So we just defend here. Okay. A bit hectic. Also, friendly wanted to use his special attack on me. That always happen. It's expected. Yeah, so already 7 kills. Enemy died. Yeah, somehow I was able to hit that guy. By the way, oh, we actually don't have. Oh no, there is one barrel has been put already, so we can say it's on the last legs. Okay, you know that you can always take out this ballista bolt if it's actually messing up with your aim. If you land it on this wall instead of actually on the enemy. 10 kills already. See that? It's fun. This is one of the few maps where defense is fun. Hey, I saved you. Yes, already 12 kills. Again, the halberd is probably my most favorite pole weapon. Yeah, it has an incredibly long reach. Probably the longest of all pole weapons. Also has very good stabs, as well as overheads. And as all pole weapons suffer from gimped swings. That's alright, but only because of range, not damage-wise, only range. See that? 15 kills. I'm telling you, defense is fine. It depends on the map. I really don't see if that's friendly or not, just because of this flag. But I just swang my halberd and hope for the best. And it's working out so far. Last ditch attempt by the enemy. Oh no, we actually lost. But that's fine. But only this map. We have to go back. Good effort from our enemy team, also good defenders. So yeah, that's the trick. I'll try to show how it's done with catapult. No, there's friendly there. That's fine. He's doing his job. Maybe. That's interesting. You see, I received additional additional assists, like 4 assists, even though I did not put the boulder. There was a guy who put the boulder there before me, and he probably did not receive assist. That's a bug in game. That's in game bug, definitely. But that's okay. It's not game breaking. Let's hope that this guy knows how to use, you know, because enemy is changing location and doesn't do too many team kills. That's okay, I can work like that. Let's see. And there we are. Oh yeah, he does know, because it looked like... So yeah, I basically removed his whole stamina as well. There's a guy with a question mark. Probably some Russian symbol. Or Chinese or whatever. He has no deaths as well. Like 8 kills. I saw that someone is lurking here. Behind our lines. Okay, this is not pretty good. Alright, so yeah, 20 kills already. And it's fun, you see, this stage is also extremely fun. As defenders too, except that the enemy is trying to pepper it with catapult. This is unfortunate. Okay, there's an enemy behind me. Is he coming? Yes, he is. So there are enemies here too. 2 vanguards. You wanna try? Try your luck. Okay, so you see that? You go behind and then just turn. You run. You turn around and just deliver a heavy overhead. That usually demoralizes the enemy who's trying to catch you up, especially if their weapon is like shorter, much shorter than yours. So yeah, that's a trick when how to fight an enemy in a retreating battle. Okay, there's enemy here. Actually 3 enemies. Really don't want to. Okay, I delivered my overhead into overhead and this guy just kept on pressing block. So there was no need for me to continue fighting there. Anyway, it's pretty hard to defend this stage, but it's fun nonetheless. Okay, yeah, run away, run away. You too? You want to run away too? Okay, let's... Yeah, we're losing this objective definitely. Yeah, we can already go back. And then just mount defense on the next objective. So the way you go back, you know, there are no ladders available on the left side, so you can always go through the breach that's in the, you know, instead of that tower, which had a bell. So that tower was destroyed, and there you go. That's a breach. This is the only way to get in. But also, you saw that boulder. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but just stay away from it for the time being. Also, I would like to change my weapon, the secondary weapon, from the short sword to a one-handed axe, which in my view is the best one-handed weapon in the game. Just in case I run out of stamina and lose my primary weapon. So guys with the ballista usually can take out the ballistas if they want, but usually they're here for easy kills, not, you know, finding the correct range for ballista. So on my, you see that there's like what, 8 enemies, 10 enemies coming this way. So we'll already have 1 ladder up. So this objective is not long for to live. Not long for this world, that's the saying. Okay, we were able to defend for some reason, somehow. Okay. So it was not easy. You know, I had to retreat back, especially when there were like 2 enemies setting out. But that's fine. Enemy has definitely already gone through this gate, just waiting when they are sailing through it, so I can go in and just stem the tide a bit. Again, not trying to be a hero, just trying to pick up 1. And you know, if enemy wave has what, maybe 5 enemies, if it's reduced to 4, that's already a big win for our team. But it's a bit dangerous also. Oh no, it's actually, yeah, it's broken. It's broken. You can see that. There's 2 enemies there, 2 friendlies there. And it seems like they died. So we see if there's no, this friendly is there. They didn't die. I thought they did, but apparently they didn't. Maybe just they went a bit too far, so I could not see if they're alive or not. Also, catapult can bombard the general area, so it's not safe. You saw that? That's how I dodge catapult balls, by doing nothing, but just being lucky. Also, sometimes catapults do put other people sort of on them, and then they're thrown away somewhere in the back of your objective. That's really not cool, because enemy can sprung in from the back and just kill you with backstabs. I hear that this is down. There's 3 enemies there. It's not very beneficial to fight there. But here, when I have an edge of I'm, you know, higher than they are, I can deliver some nice damage. Like that. So that we were able to defend this, although it's on the last on its own last legs. It's okay, I can defend from here. It's like a very good spot. See that? I hit on the enemy, and when they have heavy overheads, they're not very happy with it. Let's help the guy. Okay, they actually went through. Okay, did not receive any kill, but did help the team. I even can put here spikes to further slow enemies advance. Like that. Yeah, see, they have to jump, so if they jump, they're already wasting precious seconds to come to the objective. Again, my primary spot. Of course, enemy can come from, you see, those ladders as well. So hopefully folks in that particular tower will stop them. Let's see, but again, they might choose alternative route. Okay, kettle is there next to the ballista. That's fine, I'm not going that far. And that's the enemy who's trying to come up the stairs. See, the problem with the Warhammer is that it has really bad reach. Really bad reach. So that's why, you know, I know how to fight against it. So if you jump back with dash, you have to have stamina, of course. But if you do that, you're probably golden. There's a guy there. Let's help him. Yeah, so. But I'm staying next to the objective because I'm trying to stem the tides. Okay, the enemy came in. What? How? Oh my god, that's terrible. That's example of not how to defend. Unfortunately, I stood there as well, but because of the mass of the friendlies, I could not do much as well. That's fine. We're proceeding to the next stage of the map. So yeah, we have to defend those the objective. So in a sense, stop enemy from raising the bridge. The reason I'm removing all those windows is so I can jump over them when you know situation calls for it. In that way I can also escape sudden death. So yeah, this is what I did. Why I broke it. Also, I really like to remove those chandeliers because they also pose insta-death. But I have no thrown weapons. I have absolutely no thrown weapons. So I have a secondary weapon but not a third weapon or tertiary and so on. It's really good from here also to do overhits. But again, oh yeah, this one is gone. You see that? I'm on the fire, and I want to escape into safe position quickly and heal. So this is how I go back. I usually try to jump through the window, because that already gives me a lot of out of defense against incoming hits, but also I'm out of the view of the enemy. Okay. So pretty good so far, 26 kills. I mean, if you are spawned as an Argon, so I mean the count should go to at least 50. Because Argon alone can swat a lot of enemies. Come on, stop standing there. I'm blocking stuff. See that guy is so fat, he just blocked the whole corridor. Okay, let's heal the folks. Also, the difference here is that only one objective needs to be lifted. The drawbridge has only one to be activated. That will be sufficient. So yeah, I could not get through the friendly. Of course, they were on fire, both of them. nice way to... Yeah, I really don't like when friendlies are sort of blocking my hits. You saw that? That's a good weapon, and I almost died. So I just blocked the last hit. Have to react to those things. So let's see what's happening here. Again, I'm missing bandage. Hopefully no enemies coming from behind. No, they're not. But the other objective is sort of being contested and is almost down. So soon we'll have to move. And I'd rather move sooner than later. Oh, okay. So we actually got back the objective. Good for us. But I'm sure that's not for long. Some suspicious footsteps. I thought the enemy was behind me. Oh yeah, he is. You see that? Told you there's something fishy about this. You see that? Perfect. So a kill, a revive, and a heal. So that's a lot of already points. But not much effort for 1 Q. So 29 kills, not the highest one, but again, folks were using ballista and catapult. I did not. I mean, I used it once and I shot my bolt into the side of the wall. And I retrieved it and then threw it back into the enemies. See that hit? I did not see the enemy there, but he died anyway. Stop, stop. Come on, I really don't like when archers are blocking me in. They're not doing a lot, and they just ruin my game. So if I have, I can't retreat, that would be quite terrible of me. Let's heal the guys. So 14 sort of a minute and 14 seconds left. We're able to persevere again, partially because I was also delivered some damage. Okay, the enemies can come from behind, by the way, in this objective, from this particular spot. Okay, where the nasty cattle died. So to do that, you see that? We do a kick. And also went back. Okay, there's no point to fight the enemy here again, because the enemies will be spawning here any minute. So it's best to retreat. So this is what we're doing. So 32 kills. Again, I did contest objective for a bit. You saw that. I was sort of in put my back behind. My back was blocked by the friendly, so I couldn't retreat. Again, I still delivered kill and a few hits on the enemy. So pretty good. Pretty good. So I don't think I will be Argon because I have not used the siege weapons. So this is probably the problem why I have 1,500 points deficit. I would receive additional points for the killing streak, but it will be 350 or something. So it's not a lot, and yeah, definitely Argon's role will not go to me. Yeah, and all those assists while do all damage. Okay, this was not smart. I thought I would hit the enemy from that ledge, but I didn't. So it was not smart of me. Yeah, don't do it like that. There's like perfect example where to use my halberd, especially on the choke points where swings are not needed. But again, I received a hit because of enemy's active parry, so not very helpful. Also, we don't have bandages here. That's probably the biggest issue when you do survival run in the stage as a defender. There are no bandages here. No bandage I can get. So yeah, have to persevere without it. So enemy down. See that, and I now have to heal, and I have no bandages. So the way I do it, there is, of course, friendlies do put up. I'm not sure. Enemy received a hit and he was still hitting. Almost like Argon. So I have to heal somehow. And not die. Pray for the best. So this is the only way I can heal, is that by those healing flags, some horns and so on. So only other player induced healing is only now available for me. I don't have any bandages. So we still have a minute left. We did quite fine actually. So 40 seconds left. That's good, you go around and just deliver a lot of damage to the enemies. That's it. That's all what is expected of you. Oh my god, this is not cool when you receive a javelin. Okay, more enemies died. So you see I'm still 1k and a half in deficit. Okay, not very cool. Again, could not hit the enemy because Friendly was blocking him. So not cool. But yeah, that's how we survived. So 34 kills with Halbert. Pretty good run. GVP. What programming languages do you know? Luck, I usually code in Java. Of course, now with advent of AI, it's easy to do it with other languages, but I can say that I'm Java expert. Yeah, I'm a senior dev, so. But I know a fair share of other languages too. You know, for quick scripts, I usually use Bash. You know, did some Visual Basic and so on. But I would say the only thing that puts money on the table is Java. So well played, Yellow Flips too. You scored quite a lot of kills. Just a few deaths, unfortunately. That's alright. So we did the one with Great Sword and we did one... Did you leave the party on purpose? That's fine, I still will stream another half an hour and then probably that will be it. So thank you, Yellow Flips. You did quite well. You helped us to survive on the last objective. And we're attackers again, so unfortunately, but I want to change my loadout, so probably, yeah, let's do the battle axe. Yeah, you need 10 minutes break. That's fine. Okay, Yellow Flips, thank you, and have a good one. Oh, it actually with the same bill hook. That's fine. Since somebody put the weapon they want to be featured, I'll just go with it. Just need to ensure that after death I spawn with the same one. Although I tried not to die. See that? And that's what throwing stuff going my way because I received damage for free. Okay, that's a good one. Doesn't matter, I wanted to change loadout because I don't want to play with Halbert. So I'll go with axe, probably Executioner's Axe, and go with it. And join another one. So yeah, the stream will go on for another half an hour, but then I'll call it a day. And what programming languages do you know, Lark? If you ask those questions. So, Bond Cooks, another great map for defenders, actually. And actually we will join the defenders, okay? With a battle axe. Yeah, just want to show you that defensive rounds are not hard, are not unfun. They're fun. There are several maps that are even fun, you know, are better if you do defensive runs. So battle axe hits like a truck. Range is not that good, but if you're dueling, that's a really good weapon. For some reason I was not able to land my 2 hits, although enemy was standing there. On this map, unfortunately, there is some bug with terrain, so on the ground you might be stopped by some boulder, invisible boulder you don't see. So yeah, it's not very well polished, I think. So yeah, enemy is being substantially reduced in numbers here on the objective. So you saw my hit was stopped by active parry. But I did deliver a hit with my super drag. You can drag it like really a lot with this weapon because it's quite slow. But also you can accelerate, so you wouldn't feel that sluggishness or slowness usually. Yeah, somebody stole my kill, that's fine. Oh, there is some body here. Of course, folks are ruining the fun. Let's get rid of them. The party poopers. Yeah. You know, that bear trap is actually very serious stuff if you're playing with survival runs, and you can die. If, you know, a skirmisher is putting one on you. I did survive miraculously. It was 3 against 1, but I survived long enough for a friendly team to join in. So yeah, but I was low on stamina already and 1 hit away from dying. My enemy was having a swag time, just doing some feints and heavy drags, so it gave me additional time to survive. So yeah, kudos, thank you for letting me live. Again. Okay. I really want to have a go at that guy, but unfortunately I'm quite low, so sort of with heavy hit I'm 1 hit away from dying. See that, and all that team damage doesn't help much. So I'll go now. Do you want ballista play or do you want me to defend objective? Either way works fine with me. With ballista I would get more points. But if there are no commanders, so I'd go do both, a bit of both. So in the beginning there's no point to defend because there's no enemies there, so we can do a turkey shoot with ballista. Of course the best place is actually from middle tower. But most often it's taken already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's taken, so there's no point to contest it. So now enemy is quite far away. It's quite hard to hit. But not this guy. See, one shot, 1 kill. So there were folks fighting there, so if you want to attack somebody who's in mid-fight, then you have to always think about the movement. So usually what they do is they hit and then return back, and then when they hit they go back in the freight as well. So this is how usually you can calculate whether or not how to hit the enemy instead of friendly if they're in the battle. At least 1 against 1. Guess this one was a bit lucky, but it was a hit towards the enemy's leg. Let's see how I can help. Friendlies. Okay, there's friendlies there, there's 2 friendlies, and there's a lot of enemies. But my ballista does not go to the right side too much, so I cannot go there and help. Okay, that was a nice hit. Almost hit the enemy who was next to the objective. It's always cool to get the enemy who's actually trying to pick up the bombard. That's quite far away, it's not easy to land. So yeah, a guy. You see, okay, almost got him. So when usually people swing, they tend to come towards the enemy. So that's how you can calculate whom to hit. And how to sort of find the correct place where you want to land your bolt. By exactly this tactic. You see, it's the flow of the battle. They swing and they want to go inside. Sort of inside of the zone where they can land their hit on the enemy. So I'll show you if I see a 1-to-1, and I will interfere with my ballista. This is not... Okay, I can hear the enemy. Okay, I got rid of the enemy, but I'm not really proficient in fighting in first-person mode. So I decided just wait it out. But yeah, so yeah, let's see 1-to-1. Can we see 1-to-1? Like this one? He goes... No, no. It's not a 1-to-1, it was just a massacre. For some reason this does not land. But yeah, let's see when the enemy will be fighting. 1 against 1. So this is not 1 against 1, so you can just put your bolts wherever you want. But 1 against 1. You see, he goes inside. When he wants to fight, he land the hit. He goes in. He goes closer. It's too far. I cannot land the hit. Too far. Okay, that's enough of Ballista. Let's join the fray. What the hell is that? How is this possible? Okay, one guy received a nice hit. And he's burned, so he should die. That's fine, not much I could do there. Now I'll go on the objective and try to defend it. This is the only wall that's left. And it's almost down. There are friendlies here who are defending it. And I'll be the one who's defending it too. And that wall should be already broken through. Yeah, it's completely broken. So quick kill. There's enemy on the right side, just pestering our archers. Okay, there's some shenanigans going on there. That's fine. People, I mean, if that's the only way of trolling, that's fine with me. Or you start additional team killing, that's no longer fine with me. So yeah, we have... I cannot say we have commanding lead because we have almost last objective down. But this is actually quite a hard stage for enemy to go through. Especially if they're competent folks on Ballista especially. So quick ahead, we have to go back. Not expose ourselves too much. So far pretty well. The objective is well defended by scores of friendlies, which is good. So I had my fun with Ballista, by the way. Really enjoy landing hits on the enemy. Right, alright. Double kill. And also Ballista hit on the enemy. So pretty cool. Now hit friendly instead. Okay, that was friendly. Okay. Come on, what the hell is this congregation? Congregation of young musicians. They probably mixed it up with America's Got Talent. Now I'm low in P. Come on, need healing. I need healing. And for healing, it's not that easy to get. I have to go up the tower and receive healing from there. There are, of course, can be archers down there shooting at me. I was healed. Thank you. That hit was really necessary to keep up my spirit. Spirits. Hi. So yeah, there's a minute and 30 seconds left on this map if we defend on this objective. So let me go back on the objective itself. I'm defending this as well, like a Chad. Okay, this was nice. Alright, so died there by defending objective, but that's fine. I'll go back to the objective and hopefully we can still have time for next map. So 18 kills, pretty good effort anyway. Died like a noob, but that's fine. Again, this map is a bit with trolls, like half of the team is like dancing there. And this guy just let the random guy through. Okay, we win this. We won this. So pretty good, you saw that? Did a lot of damage there. Although not a lot of kills, but a lot of damage. So okay, we won this. Again, it was fun playing as defender. So whenever says that it's not fun, it is quite fun. So for the last map, again, there's no weapon requests. So I'll probably try to do maybe an archer, something like that. So next map should be Bridgetown. Yeah, folks are continuing on about the sort of band practice inside the cellar, right next to the wall that was almost broken. So yeah, my map rotation knowledge is on point. So it is a Bridgetown. Also pretty easy map to do survival runs. There are 3 ballistas, but I mean, you have to be very in bad spot to get hit by them. So I cannot be an archer, unfortunately. I'll maybe do them all. But of course, in the beginning, I probably won't be with them all. Because that's what happens if you're being switched off from being an archer into some other unlimited classes than usually being put as a footman, if I'm correct. Let's see. And I cannot actually rejoin, sort of respawn. Yeah, you see that? I'm with the halberd. So I'll start with the halberd first, and then hopefully I will respawn with them all, okay? So this is what happens. Oh yeah, no, I actually can do that now. With them all, great. I was waiting for a moment once our team has less people than the enemy team. And that way I can actually, you know, spawn with a different class. So there are guys who are having trouble against a bloody peasant. Come on, it's just a peasant, see that? How hard can it be? Although he did deliver 2 hits as well. So not a bad peasant, to be honest. Not the worst I've seen. Also, by the way, Maul is not a great weapon for duels. So you would see often that I actually run away from duels. Cap. Because it's not meant for duels. It's meant for coming in, dealing shit tons of damage and then retreating. And doing insta kills as well. So yeah, good effort by the enemy. Okay, there's enemy here. Insta-kill. That's what I like about this weapon, and can insta-kill 3 classes. So all except Vanguard can be insta-kill with a Q movement from standing position. Like this. Insta-kill, you see that? Actually, I want to do a surround run where I use only the Maul's insta-kill move. But I already did 2 out of 3 were killed by insta-kill. Instead of 2 out of 4, sorry. Insta-kill. Yeah, a lot of insta-kills. So that's why this weapon is so fun. Again, landing is not the easiest part of insta-kills. And also you are vulnerable back then when you're doing that. But it's fun nonetheless. So I'm running around and doing insta-kills only. Insta-kill is also, insta-kill does not go through the enemy. So yeah. So sometimes I might need to alternate attacks as well. Like this. Or this. See, friendly is having trouble? No, he does not. He's doing fine, just fine. So again, we have to burn area around the objective so we can actually pick up all those torches. Again, a nice hit. See, somebody says I'm not playing objective. Well, there you go, man. I can play a bit of objective, I don't mind. Okay, there's even a guy crawling up here. Come. There's another guy crawling here, but there is ballista, and I don't like being shot at by ballista. Okay, quick double kill. Received the kill only for one, not really sure why. Enemy decided just to heal down here. For some reason. So Maul, in my view, is the best weapon for, you know, when we're talking about blunt weapon. But again, this is only for team objective, not for duels. For duels, definitely 100 mace is better. Or 200 mace is better. 200 hammer is better. So yeah, it's not great in duels, but when you use your advantage in movement to hit the enemy, you know, for a lot of damage, that actually helps a lot your team. But not in duels. In duels you are static, so you are not able to use the great advantage of this weapon, like insta-kills and so on. There's quite a few enemies here. Quite a few, like 3. Let's reduce the number. So yeah, you see that there was 3 against 2, and then I interfered, took 1 on me. But our friend is also did quite well. Now here, additionally, you have to be careful about those 2 ballistas. They're both shooting somewhere. So I have to be careful with that. And if you go on the left side or completely right side, then you're safe. This is how you should play. Yeah, guy just delivered me a nice easy kill. Like always. And there's 3 enemies there, so we don't engage. We wait for reinforcements. So we wait a bit, again try out the enemy. It's not bad. It's not bad. But we do a circling attack, so that we engage but then go back. It seems like the enemy lost all the will to fight, you see? Just wait for the right moment. Again, it's not always you are better than all the enemies around. So most of the times you're not, but you should be good at finding the correct spot, how to engage the enemy. That's the superpower, or the engagement way I do. Unfortunately, this did not hit over that small wooden fence. Unfortunately, but that's okay. There you go, sir. Join the battle. Can we burn the place up a bit? Yes, we can. So 2 people are burned. Yeah, friendlies are not very helpful. As always. Okay, let's continue on. So there's quite a few enemies here. See that? My health is slightly regenerating. And this is because I was hit by friendlies. Insta-kill.
To what remains.
See, it's not easy to land those hits, but when you do, it's really satisfying. Those insta-kills. Let's see if I can land more. Yes, I can. There you go. One.
Glorious to know
And second, I mean, you've seen how many friendlies swarmed in there, so it's really hard to land.
Rally at the city gates. Tear them
Oh, okay. So Yo-Yo Flip says, by the way, I heard you talking about halberd being your favorite weapon. So no, my favorite weapon is great sword, but halberd is the best in my view amongst the pole weapons. So yeah, poleaxe is good, but does have a range of that. Halberd. Insta kill again. Ah, you see, it's a fun weapon. You just need to know the ranging, and that's it. You just do insta kills. Insta kill. 180 damage. So I think a knight has 170. Insta kill. You see, it's funny. You go around and insta kill one-shot enemies. How could they have insta killed friendly too when he is down on his knees? And right, so Q on charging does not deliver as nearly as much damage, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, splatting the enemy heads with Q. So yeah, my favorite move actually, but it's really hard to land compared to all other hits. Yeah, intentionally missed my first hit, but I really wanted to connect on the leg level, but didn't. Yeah, quick, easy kills, you know, quick swings. Of course, not insta-killing every time. So yeah, 24 kills already. See, Maul is fun. Insta-killing part especially. I mean, it's really puts enemy, you know, in demoralized state when they're insta-killed. Now you saw that? The enemy did not block my hit. It was active parry. So yeah, that's probably the hardest thing to do, is to time your hit correctly so it doesn't go to active parry. Yeah. There's two of us. And we're on both sides. Correct. This is a correct way to engage 2 against 1. You put, you know, stand on both sides and the enemy's panicking and turning around, not being really sure where to block, and then he eventually runs out of this stamina. Okay, nice. Oh, I had help from the friend. That's okay, I was handling things quite well myself. An enemy with his back on me. A very nice jab. When you, by the way, heal, you have to always move, because there's enemies, you know, enemy archers out there who really like to take pot shots at the stationary enemies. Stationary us. Unfortunate team kill. For some reason, friendlies do see the fire burning and they decide to step right into it. Nonetheless, 26 kills, already a very good effort. Now this part of the map is a bit harder, in terms of there isn't that much empty space. So moving around and finding correct spot is a bit harder, because it was just too many enemies in one place. A cluster F. It will be much harder to survive. But nonetheless, what we try to do is deliver some damage and go back. And preferably with overheads, because if you do side swings like that, see that? Your maul gets stuck on the friendlies. There are no enemies here anymore, but we just always double check, because being hit in the back is not fun. Okay. Okay, somebody wants the free kill. That's okay. The enemy was again not sure how to defend. Insta-kill did not help this time, but it was Vanguard again. So I'm low on HP. Not low, sorry. I would receive one hit. One light hit from longsword, I think. So it's like minus 40 damage, minus 50 HP. Minus 40 HP, sorry. Okay. Can do insta-kills? No, I cannot. Enemy is in range of being put under fire. Now on left there are some hanging items. Not really sure if they fall down or not, but it's best not to test my fortune this time. Let's go up. No, that's... Okay, so I decided to do a counter, but in the wrong way, in the wrong direction. So that's why I received damage. I did not deliver any damage to the enemy. Okay, received a thrown something, probably a thrown knife. So a bit low on HP.
This area is finished.
But that's fine.
Push forward and continue to lay waste in your wake.
Okay, so this is probably a singer. Yes, it was a singer. It's okay. So not much left, only 2.5 minutes, but also the majority of town has been already destroyed. So see, I mean, with Maul you need open spaces, and in close-up fighting it's not very good, because it's slow and the range is not very good. So you cannot abuse... Oh my god, why did I get hits for no reason? Looked like I received a thrown weapon again. But I don't see anything ranged clinging on me. So maybe it was a hit from the enemy. But I haven't seen him, so... Ghost hits. So no matter. So 2 minutes left. We're probably down to several few objectives. Oh yeah, now I can see. So now I received damage from the battle axe. Enemy decided to feint, but I was low on HP, so I did not want to counter anyway. By the way, if you feint from one side to the other, you still can, you know, hit enemy counter because he's countering your swing. So you see that I engaged a bit in, you know, try to deliver damage and then just retreat. But enemy blocked well. Like this. This is, you can engage like this. But if you miss time, or just miss the enemy, then you will be open for a lot of damage, like so. You see that? So now I don't have a healing, nothing of healing actually. I don't have a bandage. I think hit 2 enemies. Is it worth? Probably not. But this is how I still survive and also deliver a lot of damage to the enemies. I definitely delivered like 300 damage up there with one swing alone. Because I hit 2 knights and 1 vanguard. So that's already substantial, but again not enough to swing the tide in our favor. Again I hit and I go back, because I need to retain my speed. And this open field is not very good towards formation fighting for class that has really low HP pool. Oh my god, I really tried. And also you are hacked to pieces by friendlies, so just remember that. That's okay, GG, so 33 kills. We have not won. We haven't won this. So yeah, good damage from my part. Again, the best part with Maul is open fields, but you have what you have. So alright, so we did today around 2 hours of survival stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, there were no requests for weapons, but anyway, I played with Yo-Yo Flips, who was quite good. And yeah, showcase also Maul, and especially its superpower, the one insta-kill move the Q from standing position. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, so have the rest of the Sunday, and yeah.